What up, people? Little Bastas, episode 16, 17, and 18. We were able to get through the Haruka slash Kanata arc. This was a really dark and actually pretty sad arc. At first, I will have to admit, majority of this arc, I was really hating on Kanata when I really should have known better and would have been like, look, she's like this for a reason. No sister. How can someone hate their own sister? Like, this bullshit. No one hates their own sister. So it's like, it makes no sense. So I do have to admit, for those of you that did not like how I was with Kanata, look, guys, I didn't know any better. I get it. I understand now. So I don't hate her now because now I know what really went on. It wasn't her fault. It was no one's fault. I still think she was kind of being a bit petty the way she was really giving it to Haruka though. So that still kind of bugged me because, but then again, I will have to admit though, it's still not her fault because she had to keep up an image. Otherwise, that piece of garbage family was gonna was gonna kill one of them. She had no other choice because if she was nice to her sister the entire time, then they would have no choice but to kill Haruka. She didn't do it because she wanted to. She did it because she had no other choice. It was either be like cold to her sister or allow her to be killed. She had no other choice. She did what was best to keep her sister alive, even if it meant her being hated. But it looks like things got resolved. Hopefully we don't have to worry about the stupid family making an appearance later trying to do something shady like kill Haruka or kill Kanata. But once again, after seeing everything that went through with Kanata, I take it back. I understand now, and I don't hate her character. I don't. I did in the beginning because of the shit she did, but now I get it. I get why, and I don't blame her for it. Honestly, she was just doing what she could. She just tried to be a good sister. She wanted to save her sister, which honestly was very admirable. I give her props for that. But other than that, oh man, I really did felt bad for the criminal dad when he wasn't really much in the eye of the public. It's considered criminal charges, but honestly, all he wanted to do what was best for their family, what was best for the kids. It's like, can you really say that's a bad thing? And how can you allow this corrupt system to go on? Like, if they don't want the wife to have two husbands, then the wife doesn't have to have two husbands. She can have one if she wanted to. But what? So let me guess. If she doesn't have two husbands, that's against the system and she'd be banned from the branch? Or she'd be what? She'd be condemned? It's not her fault. Literally, it's not her fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's that piece of garbage. That family should be charged for trying to threaten a child to doing something she doesn't want to do. Literally, that whole family system can go to jail for what they were trying to pull. They were manipulating two kids. Like, what the hell? From birth. And abusive at the same time. Yeah, something needs to be done about that corrupt system. They should have went to jail a long time ago. Yet the dad goes to jail just because he wanted to do something good for the family. And at the end of the day, he got the bad end. How can I say this? At the end of the day, he got the short end of the stick. He was condemned. He lost his kids, and he lost. Well, she didn't love him, which, once again, I feel bad for him. He was actually a good guy. He was actually a noble guy. He wanted to do something good for the woman that he loved, while at the same time he was helping out his friend who also loved the person that he loved. I gotta admit, you can arguably say that he's the nice guy that gets the bad end. Yo, can you really like say that about this man? He made himself a criminal. He sacrificed his love for someone he cared about, just so someone else he cared about could be happy. He put his kid through hell just to make. Well, he didn't intend to, but he tried to get his kid out of a corrupted system Not just his kid, the kid of his friend, of his two friends that they had together. I just have to say, the guy is a very good guy. I actually did like him. I thought when it, like, I felt like this whole thing was shady because he just, like, yeah, he seemed like a hard ass. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he was just doing something good for the kids. End of the day, that's all he wanted. That's all he actually did. It's just sad that he got the short end of the stick, you know. I kind of, but then again, when you think about it, if it wasn't him, it would have been the other guy. The other guy. If, let's just say, if the wife picked Kanata's dad, then Haruka's dad would have done the same thing. Like, in the end of the day, it doesn't matter who the wife pick, someone was gonna get the bad end of the short end of the stick. It was gonna be bad for one of them either way. So it's just, I still feel bad for him, but at least he has a kid. At least he had a kid with the person he loved, and at the very least, they all consider each other family. So that's a good thing. There's no bad blood between any of them. So that's a good thing. I'm surprised too. First of all, why would this system have something to where, like, oh, one wife will have to have two? You have any idea how bad that is? That's a disaster waiting to happen, which it did. If you just would have had it to where each wife had only one husband, none of this shit would have happened. None of it. None. I'm just saying, you guys effed yourself up by having such a stupid system. Why would you have the wife had two husbands? That literally is just an emotional disaster waiting to happen. In my opinion, that family system is stupid. They're the real criminals, and this system should be tarnished. Well, it's already destroyed, but now they're trying to build it back up to try to find out who is the actual criminal, when honestly, you guys need to get your shit together. Look at what you're doing. I'm surprised nobody here in like, I'm surprised society thought this shit was right. You can say, well, it's a family matter. Whatever family doesn't apply to the general public. It does when legal matters get involved. When legal matters get involved, you are directly involving the public. Therefore, you should be judged based on what's right and what's wrong. It's no longer a family matter after that. But still, I'm glad everything worked out. I'm glad Haruka and Kanata have worked out their issues, and now they're fine. They're fine. It looks like they'll be good. I'm glad. I'm glad the sisters reconnected. I almost teared up toward the end. I felt that emotion. I felt it. I felt it right here in my soul. But, oh my God. Great story. Very good story. Very good story. Little Busters, so far, I'm really loving Little Busters. Keys always has just good storytelling, to be honest. It's very similar. Once again, as I said it before in my previous reactions, the formula is very similar to each and every one of their series, but they're able to handle it greatly. It's like this. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. So if a formula still works, don't try to change it if it works. And honestly, it's never really always the same too. The characters are always different, the issues are always different, and how it's resolved, well, how it's resolved sometimes is the same. I guess that's where the similarities intertwine. The solutions are variously the same, but the details of the outcome are vastly different. Like, the problem is vastly different, it's just how it's handled is very similar throughout. Once again, though, I got no problem with that. Good storytelling, have no problem, love this shit. Keep going at it, Keys, you're doing a good job. But I'm just saying, you gotta calm your shit with your visual novels. That shit is weird as fuck. It's because it's like for example, Canon and all these series, there's like a hentai version for these series, and I'm here looking at it like, why? Why would you damage these characters' images by making them look so provocative? It's like you're ruining your character's image by making them look like porn. I don't know. It's, in my opinion, it's effing weird. But yeah, Once again, loved it, enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Did you like this arc? Um, what I guess you can say I'm heading into the questions. Let me ask you. What can I say? How can I say this without being a douche? Okay. If you were in the dad's position, all right. This is a question. This question is two variants, okay, for males and females. All right then, I'll go with the males first. My boys, if you were the guy, if you were the dad, like if you were the guy that got the short end of the stick, and you realize all along that the one you loved since you were a child had feelings for your best friend, vice versa, your best friend loved her too, and you knew this, what would you do? How would you handle the situation? Would you give up on your love and try to make sure they're happy, or would you still fight to show? Would you still fight to be with your woman? What would have you done? Would you have been the self-sacrificing hero, or would you pursue that love interest still to show her that you're that hero she's been wanting? Let me know in the comment section below. For you ladies out there, if you were in the mother's position where you had to choose two husbands, what would you do in that scenario? Would you really go by these rules and have two husbands? Or would you spare one of those husbands the pain of falling in love with you and losing you? Like, what would you have done? Like, what would you have done in that situation? Because it's not just bad for the guys, it's just as bad for the mother, because they have, I feel like this corrupt system always makes sure it picks two husbands that the wife or the female is most closest to, corrupting that friendship, corrupting that bond. What would have you done as the wife if you knew that you had someone you cherish, like you had two guys you cherish, right? But one of them you had distinct feelings for, and the other one you saw like a big brother or a good close friend that you want throughout your life? What would you have done if the system corrupted it to where you had to marry both of them? Meaning you be with the one you want, but at the same time you're hurting someone that's also special. How would you handle that situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Once again, that's two questions, by the way. For the males, that's question 1. For the females, that's question 2. Comment down below. You don't have to comment it if you don't want to. It's optional. It's just something to have a little conversation between me and you as my subs. Another thing, once again, do not be rude in the comment section below. I have zero tolerance for rudeness. I do not like it. I do not approve of it. Depending on the gravity of the situation, when you are rude, you are either 1, given a warning, or 2, just straight up banned. But if I had to warn you 2 times, that's equal straight up blocked and deleted. But if you go way out of line, you could be instantly just blocked and deleted, because I just didn't want to put up with your crap. So once again, I don't deal with rudeness. Learn to be mature, act your age. Like, honestly, we're here to watch a series, not be stupid in the comment section. Like, come on, act your age. Don't be stupid. All right. So that's it, guys. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys on future reactions. Peace. See, this arc was good. I loved it so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction too. Once again, peace.